Every day I remind you, during the Kriyayoga Meditation we enter into a state of consciousness where we realize that all sense organs, all organ of action, all parts of the body, mind and wisdom, they feel incapable. They feel that they cannot have proper state of experiencing, listening and discussing and thinking. Therefore try to practice awakening with this style. Always have double breathing, followed by stretching relaxation, sitting and standing position. Now try to understand this, that it is already proved, it has been proved by many, and you are listening every day, that Kriyayoga is very important for us. This Kriyayoga is called the Holy Science. Holy Science, what does it mean? When we get systematic education in which we realize our existence is purest of pure. Not only self, each and every creation is pure consciousness, is purest of pure, there is no dirt. This realization you get when you practice Kriya Yoga. Therefore this education is called perfect education and called complete. Anyone who decides to follow it with 100% devotion, that person does not need anything to fulfill their dreams and desires of incarnations. What I want to explain it clearly. What I am saying, many scientists may be hearing it. That when we say we are professor in the chemistry, we say there is an electron and proton in the atom. But what is the ultimate truth? There is no atom. There is no mass. There is no weight. There is no time. There is no space. If there is time and space, then Wi-Fi will not work. When you have to send your message through the YouTube or through the email, anything, it works because there is no mass and time. Then what is the ultimate truth? Atom never exists, then why to read chemistry? No, I am professor in the physics. I have read thermodynamics, entropy. I have read so many things. I have read action and reaction law. Each action is having a reaction. This is not true. There is only action, there is no reaction. Only action exists. I said the example why action exists. Best example is this. This is the seed. I have done one action. I put the seed in the clay. This is the clay. After that what happened? Reaction, no reaction. The action having next action. Then this seed is become a sprout. Then next action, it has become the plant. The next action, it has become tree. Only action is going on, reaction never works. Therefore time has come that some of the young persons, some of the students should decide to this science, what is called the science of singularity, Adwaita, where there is no fight, there is no division, there is no duality. If you are learning the physics, chemistry, that is the science of duality. You are learning medical. In medical there is health and sickness. Health, sickness never exists. This singularity, we call it Advaita, this is called the singularity. In Advaita there is only life. There is no sickness, there is only health. Only health and life exist, there is no sickness. There is no death, there is no birth. Therefore, any of you, if thinking like this, we have to become the good student of this science. What this science came through the Lahiri Mahasaya. This science was taught to Lahiri Mahasaya by immortal, this Mahaavatar Babaji. That is the greatest science. Who is the biggest scientist? Mahaavatar Babaji. This science was taught to Lahiri Maharaj. To Lahiri Maharaj it came to Krishagiri. Same thing was taught by Paramahansa Yogananda. Same thing we are learning here. Up to you what you want. If you want to live without problem, then accept this. Oh, but I cannot do this. Okay, all right. Then there is next path. Let us think that it is very difficult for me to come and join the permanent with me in the Kriyayoga movement. I am driver. I have taxi. I am taxi driver. This is my living. I earn the money for children, for wife, for my mother and father. This is my earning source. All right. While driving your taxi, learn how to drive taxi with the principle of singularity. What is principle of singularity? Principle of singularity is this. First try to practice. Place both palms on the posterior surface of it. Just dedicate 5 minutes. Concentrate on movement and space around forehead. Observe the breath. Feel head and spine. Head to toes. What you feel, accept it. Presence of immortal consciousness. Immortality and complete unit of power and complete unit of knowledge and eternal peace we experience in the form of head to toe changes within. After practicing 5 minutes, now you are saturated with the peaceful philosophy of Adwaita, singularity. Now start driving the car. Tell to the person whom you are driving, do not worry, you are safe with me. Because I drive the car with the peaceful philosophy of Kriyayoga. This car will be safe, guaranteed there will not be accident. You will have very safe life. Moment this will be advertised by you, I take guarantee of the safety. When they will sit with you, when you will drive, they will have peace and joy. You think that? You will have 24 hours work. You will not lose your job. Apply the same principle during all activities what you perform. This is the way. Now Kriyayoga has to come. Kriyayoga has to be one with the all varieties of work. Then you will realize this, what is happening nowadays. Young persons are getting heart attack. They are in such misunderstanding. They are drowned in the river. Every day they are dying. Suicide. Young people's getting heart attacks, so many problems and accident. Why it is like that? Because their mind is restless. What is cause of restless? Present education system. Present education system created atmosphere in the whole humanity. That atmosphere is not able to give the perfect government, perfect administration, perfect judiciary, perfect business. We do not have it. The system has to be changed. How will change the system? Try to incorporate Kriyayoga in all walks of life. This is very important. Let us try to understand. Let us try to have this lifestyle. Wherever you are, you start from there. Okay, I am now in kitchen. I am going to have my supper. I am going to have my lunch. All right. Try to enjoy your food. But remember, before enjoyment, make sure that you have connected yourself, your consciousness with Advaita, with singularity. How to connect it? The same process. Place both palms on the posterior surface of it. Feel head to toes more and more. Each and every part what you feel is presence of immortal consciousness. After that, now we start touching the food. Touch the food with the concept of singularity, Advaita. Oh, the same consciousness exists in two forms. One is this, one is the food. Now food is uniting with the self. Taking the food inside the mouth is called the self-unity. The self is having unity with the food. What is the food? Same consciousness has become two. This is the way how to eat the food. We are drinking the water. What is that water? Same consciousness has become the two. This head to toes and water. We see it is two, this is not two. The one is manifesting in the form of water, in the form of this. Now this one is meeting with the one, that is self-realization. Drinking water is self-realization, eating food is self-realization. If you are eating and drinking with that concept, how simple is this education? So nice. But you have not decided to practice it. Because you have not 100% idea, thought and concept. You are not having faith that, oh, you will do that, you will be protected. In front of you, you are Indian. I am Indian. This ashram belongs to the Indian consciousness. How this ashram is running, go and find out. Tell to the cook what food I eat. Tell to the cook anybody where I live. My living comfort is much, much less than you. Therefore, have this example in your life that when you live the principle of singularity, you will have very joyful, peaceful, secure life. Try from today whatever you can. Let us bow down to our devotion in Kriyayoga Meditation, which is perfect science, perfect education.